All right, folks, good morning. Okay, let's get started. For today, Thursday, July 25th, we have the following. At 8:30 a.m., we had advanced GDP quarter over quarter, which came in better than expected. We had unemployment claims, which came in as expected. We had advanced GDP price index quarter over quarter, which came in lower than expected. Core durable goods orders month over month came in higher than expected. Durable goods orders month over month came in a lot less than expected. And that is it for data for the US, at least for the day. G20 meetings will be happening all day. That should have some market impact, but we don't know, at what time anything might be said that could impact the market. So not something we have to watch, just something to be aware of. Okay, so all of our data has come out already. And let's take a look at the markets and see what they're looking like. So for the QQQ ETF, we can see right now looks like we're going to open near yesterday's closing price. But it should be noted that yesterday was a very, very bearish day for the market, down over 3% for the session. So this is unusual, this amount of bearishness, but that did set up a lot of great opportunities for us to see some good trades yesterday. So let's take a look at what was moving yesterday. So just going down the list, we had Lululemon, which was bearish, able to reach its target number 2 to the downside of 271.42 and then trade below that. We have Starbucks, which traded down through its target number 1 to the downside of 75.12, then went about 3/4 of the way to target number 2 to the downside. In fact, later on, it got within a very small distance from target number 2, bottoming out at 74.02, which was a little bit shy of target number 2 to the downside. Um, Apple, AAPL, was able to reach target number 2 to the downside of 218.94 and then traded below it. Microsoft was able to reach target number 2 to the downside of 430.27 and also traded below it. PayPal was only able to reach target number 1 to the downside of 58.34, and it took a long time to get there and wasn't a straightforward move. So essentially you had two chances to be in this opportunity towards target number 1. Next up is Qualcomm, which was able to reach target number 2 to the downside of 181.86 and then bottomed out there. And then lastly, we had AMD, which was able to reach target number 2 to the downside of 146.02, then also bottomed out there. So a very, very good day yesterday as far as opportunities were concerned. Lots of chances for significant gains. Let's take a look at what's moving in the pre-market. So first up, we have ASNS, which is presently up 5%, so not up enough right now. It was up big time yesterday after market close, but does not qualify at the moment, so we will pass on that. Next up, we have BLMZ, which is currently up 11% on 3.9 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add BLMZ to our pre-market watch list. Next up is CMAX, which is currently up only 2.58%, so it was up more, but not up enough at the moment, so we'll pass on that. MIRA, Mira is next, currently up about 44% on 15 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list. Next up, we have POAI, which is presently up 100% on 24.4 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list. And next up, we have VSME, which is currently down over 6%. 3 million shares traded. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to the pre-market watch list as well. Symbol VSME. All right, so these are all the stocks that I see on the scanner. If you guys see any other stocks that meet our criteria, let me know in the chat. We need to find a NASDAQ listed stock that is trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market, has achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume, and is trading at 6% plus or minus or greater its previous price. Okay, Jen's mentioning PBM. Let's take a look at that. That's currently up 175% roughly on almost 29 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. Yep, that qualifies. So we'll add that to our pre-market watch list. VSME, CMMB. That is currently down 17.6%, 1.2 million shares, at least $1 per share. Yep, we'll go ahead and add that to the pre-market watch list as well. All right, if you folks see any other stocks that meet all 4 criteria, let me know in the chat. Again, must be a NASDAQ listed stock. It must currently be trading at least $1 per share in the pre-market session, must have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume and a 6% price change or greater, positive or negative. Any stocks that, other than the ones we've already mentioned, that meet all 4 criteria, let us know in the chat. We'll take a look. CMAX, okay. Let's take a look at that. Okay, it's currently up over 10%. 1.8 million shares traded, at least $1 per share. That does qualify, so we will go ahead and add that, CMAX, to our pre-market watch list. We already have VSMA. All right, so we'll go ahead and wrap up here, guys. Please be sure to like the video. We have 10 likes, but more than 10 people watching, so please make sure to hit that like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notifications whenever we publish a new video. If anyone's watching this on a replay and you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description of this video. Other than that, for everyone in the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 26 minutes. Other than that, folks, have a great trading session, and I'll see you for the next Pre-Market Pulse. Take care.